Hello everyone. In today's video, I'll showcase how to practice against your custom solutions in GTO Wizard. With GTO Wizard AI, you can adjust the ranges, stack sizes, and modify the betting tree. It even lets you automatically refine the bet sizes for a clean, optimal, and simplified betting plan. Get ready for the ultimate poker training experience. Hi everyone. Before we begin, please hit those like and subscribe buttons. Your support helps us create more content. Thanks and enjoy the video. Custom training gives you full control of what you'd like to practice. You can edit each player's range, the stack, the pot size, and you can automatically simplify and optimize your bet sizes. For example, here it's automatically simplified to a 2/3 pot-sized bet. Normally, if I wanted to practice this spot in GTO Wizard, I would need to use the general or simple solutions, something like this, where it's splitting many different sizes. And while complexity has its place, it's easier to practice a one-size strategy where you don't have to split into many different decisions. Let me show you how it works. First of all, you want to open the solution browser here by hitting Study. Next, select this box in the top left corner. Here there are two tabs. One is the Solution Library. The other is Custom Solutions up here. I'm going to go ahead and create a new solution. Now, if this looks a little intimidating to you, don't be alarmed. We have a guide right here in the description, and you can also click on this link on your screen. So I'm going to hit this pre-fill button, and we'll load a cutoff versus big blind single raised pot. Here, it's automatically imported the stack, the pot, as well as the ranges. Next, I want to define my betting tree. Now, this is extremely customizable, but if you're just starting out, I recommend using these automatic sizes. And this is going to automatically give each player optimal bet sizes at each decision, so you don't have to think about it. Next, we'll go ahead and save this. I'm going to call this my cutoff versus big blind single raise pot. And we'll create the solution. Select any flop you'd like. And here we have our solution. There are two ways to practice against your solution. The easiest way is to select this icon in the top left corner. See how it says practice this spot. This will automatically import my custom solution into the GTO Wizard trainer. Now, before I get started, I want to make a few changes to the settings. First of all, I don't want to practice just Queen Jack 10. I want to practice any flop. So I'm going to go ahead and clear that board. That's going to give me random flops. Second of all, it's going to give me the big blind every time here. So what I'm going to do is select alternate positions. That way I can practice both sides. All right, so here we're dealt 10-9 of clubs on Queen 10-6 rainbow as the cutoff. And you can see that the solver has automatically simplified my bet sizes down to the optimal one. So it looks like the correct size here is about a 40% pot size bet, about a medium-sized bet. And if you practice with our general or simple solutions, such as this, what you'll see instead are several different sizes. So here we see 5 different bet sizes we can choose from. Queen 10-6 is the type of flop where the solver will mix between many different strategies. If I open up the solution here, we can see that this is the type of flop that the solver is not afraid to mix on. It uses the overbet, it uses the downbet, it uses everything in between, and our hand is no exception. The thing is, a solver has no conception of complexity or how easy a strategy is to implement. All it does is try to minimize its exploitability and maximize its profit, everything else be damned. The reason it has so many sizes here is because we don't know, or making it in advance, what the optimal bet size will be. That's where dynamic sizing comes in. It's going to automatically find the optimal bet size at every decision point. So here we see that once we use this smaller bet size, we can bet a lot wider as well. And that again makes it easier to implement this strategy. So going back, we'll play through the hand. We already saw that we can bet pretty wide when we're using a small size. So I'll go ahead and bet this. And we get it through. Okay, we'll play another hand here. Go ahead and bet this. They raise. And here, we can't fold just yet. We can also see, looking at this graph, that our hand is square in the middle. There's a little dot right there indicating where our hand is within our range, and it's a little bit to the right, indicating that this hand is in the upper echelon of the types of hands I can call with. So we'll go ahead and put in the call. Okay, we pick up a nice combo draw. So what do we want to do here? Our hand has excellent nut potential. We could also call. In this particular case, well, I just love a straight flush draw. So it looks like the solver prefers a rather small size here for the raise, about a half pot raise. And this is likely because the big blind has already bet a reasonably large size themselves, and we want to leave behind a reasonable SPR on the river. So I'll go ahead and put in this half pot raise, and we'll take it down. So that was the first method. The second method to practice against custom solutions is to open up the tree builder here. Okay, so I'll go ahead and hit new solution, and let's give it a name. So I'm going to save this using this icon. We'll call it cutoff versus small blind, single raise pot. Okay, and now that's going to show up here. All right, I'll call this one my custom sim. And now instead of creating a new solution each time you want to practice something, you can just save your settings and reopen them in the trainer. So I've gone back to the trainer here, and I'm just going to go ahead and select my sim here. Okay. And then I'll just hit start training. Easy as that. And that way I don't have to redo the solution each time I want to practice it. I can just save my settings and go from there. Now, the benefit of this method is that you can also save a whole bunch of different spots. So for example, you'll see here I have button versus big blind 3-bet pot, small blind versus big blind single raise pot, under the gun versus big blind. So I've got all the major spots I'd like to practice set up and ready to go. And furthermore, I can assign tags. So these ones here are under the trainer tag. I'm going to go ahead and filter by trainer. And these are the solutions I like to use when I'm training against them. And so you can see in some of these, I've kind of averaged the ranges. So for example, middle position versus in position 4-bet pot. I'm not being super specific with the ranges. I don't want to learn all of those separately, so I just kind of average them out. And that way there's fewer things to practice, right? Similar with early position versus in position 3-bet pot. I'm kind of just simplifying the ranges a bit here, to be honest. But you do you. You know, make it as specific or as broad as you like. Now what I can do is I can just hit any one of these. So I'll hit, we'll practice some blind versus blind stuff. It loads it up. And now I don't have to go and resolve it. It's just ready to go. So I'll practice this a little bit more with you guys. Here, we're in a blind versus blind single raise pot in position. We can see that the solver prefers a pretty large bet size here. Now, I like a bet with this hand. We've got the backdoor diamonds, top pair. Seems like a solid bet, and we take it down. Next up, we're out of position as the pre-flop aggressor. Jack 10 is an interesting hand. We do kind of connect with the 9, so we have some backdoor straight potential. And we're using a pretty small size, which means we can bet reasonably wide. I think this hand benefits from protection, so I'll bet and just snap full to the raise. Okay, fair enough. Next up, we've got queens on a very range bettable board, ace, jack, jack. Just go ahead and bet this all the time. Easy takedown. And you can see we've got 3 in a row. The win streak's going. Okay. Here the small blind has checked to us. Ace 5. No spades. I think this hand should just check back a lot. If I had a spade, I would bet. We turn a gutter. Face a big bet. I think this hand just folds now. Yeah. Not a spade. We cannot call that. Okay, pocket kings. And again, you can see that it's automatically optimizing my sizes. I don't have to split my strategy. 10-10 deuce, out of position. I'm just going to bet this board always. They raise. Now, you could 3-bet this. I don't really think you need to with kings. It's not a very vulnerable hand, so I'm just going to call with the intention of checking most turns. They bet again. Okay, we're going to call. Oh, looks like it had a little bit of donk betting there. 36, and ooh, now our hand's in a really gross spot. With the king of spades blocking flushes, are they even representing that many flushes? A few of them, yeah. Let's take a look at their range. So big blind's range is here. Lots of trips. Yeah, I think I'm pretty close. I'm going to call this. We got that one wrong. Yeah, okay, it wants a pure fold or a bluff all in. Oh, I don't think I would have found the bluff all in. That's a really nice find. Cool. So there you have GTO Wizard custom solving. Fantastic way to learn poker. Now I should mention that this is just the very first version of our custom solving. We plan to introduce many features that will streamline this process and make it easier and better than ever to practice GTO. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please reach out to our Discord server. Link in the description. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's all for now. Happy grinding.